Taiwan is a really liberal country. This is important to say this.
I have never felt so comfortable just being myself than I have been in Taiwan.
Do you mind just briefly introducing yourself?
My name's Callum Marcus. I've been in Taiwan for 10 years. I'm from the States.
Hi, my name is Felicia Conditioner. I'm from Vienna, Austria.
I am Casper from Hong Kong.
I'm Jack.
I'm a bondage top and sub.
I'm Alfred.
I'm Edric.
My name is Rufus. I'm from the UK. Been in Taiwan about 2 years.
My name is Volta. Been living in Taiwan for almost 6 years now. I'm from Paraguay.
My name is Tumi Shabalala from South Africa. I've been here in Taiwan for 10 weeks in Yunlin County.
我是芊芊，
我是 Sam，
叫蒋龟，这些是我设计的。
What brought you out to Taiwan to begin with?
At the moment, I work and I study. I think the life here is easy to adjust.
I'm here with China Airlines and we want to bring more European guys here.
Why does China Airlines want to bring more men to Taiwan?
Normally the people say, okay, Taiwan, China, it's a little bit confusing for everybody. Taiwan is a really liberal country. This is important to say this.
I arrived in Taiwan teaching and then I opened an education strategies company. I was supposed to stay 1 year and then it turned into 2 and then 3 and now it's been 10.
Originally, I got a scholarship to study in my college here. Now I'm working as a model and actor and doing TV shows and stuff like that.
I'm an English teacher in one of the prestigious schools in Yunlin County.
Came to Pride for a holiday. We come to Taiwan often. It's 4 hours away.
What kind of attracts you guys into bondage and doing like the rope work?
I think it looks good on me and expose more.
Being tied up and like submitting to whoever you trust, your dom. The power exchange in itself is really interesting.
有什么想法设计这个东西？
想要试试看，从比较时尚的角度来切入 BDSM。你觉得它很坏，但它不一定要色情。
你穿这个东西，你有什么感觉呢？
很有自信，很性感。DSM 不知道下一步会发生什么事情，然后我们在享受这个状况。
Are people kind of like open towards different lifestyles here and different sexuality?
I've had people approach me and my guy friend on the street and they're like, oh, so you guys are a couple? And we're like, oh no, we're just friends. They're like, oh, but you guys are like holding hands and you're both guys. We're like, yeah, but we're just friends. And that was a moment that made me really realize like how free it is and how comfortable I am. Because even dating somebody in the States of the same sex, it's like we would be holding hands and we would just know there's certain places where you don't do that. And I never have that experience in Taiwan. I never feel like, oh, maybe I should tone down my gayness for this situation.
Besides being queer, when you're a human being here in Taiwan, they're so welcoming and they're very helpful. And what I like the most is that I can take videos, I can hold my phone like this without anyone having to look or snip my phone.
Here it's more open. In Vienna they are more grumpy and more like and here the guys are doing pictures and doing thumbs up. That's really good to see.
I think so, yeah. If you go to Ximen, you see a lot of same-sex looking couples holding hands, very accepting and open. It feels safer than being back home in the UK.
I have never felt so comfortable just being myself than I have been in Taiwan. It literally feels like a warm hug every time.
Yeah, it's more open. We hold hands everywhere. We had an issue with 3778 that criminalized gay sex, and last year it was repealed.
In Hong Kong, we didn't even have anti-discrimination law in terms of freedom for gay rights. Is far better over here.
So do you think that that would actually be an influence in actually moving here?
Definitely yes. It's a beacon of LGBT rights for all over the Asia.
我觉得台湾已经算蛮进步了，但因为我们的教育会比较传统是正常的。
感觉大家都还是比较地下化，在做任何的事情。我觉得文化上是还有很多空间可以继续加强。
What's the kind of the vibe in Yunlin County in terms of like people of different sexual identities?
They don't judge, however, they are very curious.
What are some of the questions that people in Yunlin ask you when they see you?
Basically, they don't ask questions, they just stare at you. If you are that colorful, they will just look at you. If you are that feminine, they will look at you. I'm from Africa, so when I get someone looking at me, it's like, oh, okay, maybe it's about sexuality or color. So that's that.
Even like in the countryside around my Aboriginal friends and with their family, they're like, okay, maybe tone it down a little bit for like my grandpa or my dad. Even if you are very obviously gay or being a bit sissy, they don't really mind. It's more like they might have a relationship with their own family, but to a stranger, it's like not my business. You're just a person that I know, and I always feel very comfortable.
Are there certain issues that your Taiwanese gay friends are facing in terms of gay rights?
My friends are okay in themselves and their own lives, but they might not be as clear with their families as they could be.
光是问每个 gay 他是不是有在 职场上出柜，他是不是有在他的家庭上出柜，你就知道他到底是面对进步的环境还是保守的环境。
你可以顺利的出柜吗？
一半顺利，一半挣扎出柜的。
Since you've been here, you've probably been in some longer-term relationships. Have you ever met parents before?
Meeting parents is bizarre because they introduce you as your friend, and I feel like sometimes parents will know, but they don't necessarily ever acknowledge that you're a couple.
And is that kind of like disappointing?
No, because I understand that like it's a generational thing, and the best way to educate people is just by living your life and having genuine interactions. Just treat people with kindness and humanity. A lot of times they treat you also with kindness and humanity.
Have you run into that problem yourself?
Yeah, I've been called friend. After 4 or 5 months, I was shown to the family as this is my friend for 5 seconds. This is a friend, goodbye. Sometimes they'd rather it's easier to not explain.
Unless you guys are like getting married or something.
That would be another level, yeah. All the prenup, all the add you to the family group chat.
You got all the 长辈 tool.
My ex-partner, I took him back to the UK to meet my family, and they were very like welcoming to him. Feel very lucky.
Living in Yunnan, I don't have friends and I don't have people that are outside of the closet. Most cases I have a Grindr app trying to make friends, but it's hard because again, I'm from another different country, I've got a different color, so it's not easy as here. Hopefully today I will kiss someone.
You're single tonight.
Yeah, I'm single, that's why I'm wearing this.
Exactly.
I've been in 4 relationships. Very short-lived. I blame them. It's all their fault. Being in relationships has been harder for me because of the cultural differences. Taiwanese people avoid conflicts. Me being autistic, not reading emotions, I have no idea you have a problem.
我自己在社群上的形象，外国人会比较喜欢我。我很真实的做我自己。
Do you feel like there's certain issues that the gay community is still facing in Taiwan in particular?
The gay community is very much a microcosm of what's happening in the larger society. Taiwanese people are so friendly, so welcoming, so nice to people that are visiting. But then once you're here, there's always a very clear line that it's like, oh, but this is Taiwanese and you're a foreigner.
你会中文吗？
我会啊，我没有学中文，我有很多的原住民的朋友。什么时候我到了，我听到我朋友他们换英文，然后我说哦，如果我到了，你不用换英文，你可以说中文，然后我可以听到。No matter how good my Chinese is, no matter how much I know about the history of Taiwan and the culture, no matter how many Aboriginal or Chinese friends I have, I will always be a foreigner and I will never fit in. And that's freeing in that if I have a ton of earrings and I have makeup on and I'm wearing something like this, I'm no more weird than if I'm just trying to live and integrate normally because I'm already weird. And the gay community is kind of like that too. They're very friendly and very welcoming. You show up and everybody's like, this is the place to be if you're gay, this is great. But then once you live here, I know a lot of queer people that have a hard time finding a group that they feel really welcome in because it can be very cliquey.
Are those lines based on like kink and sexual preference?
In the States, I was bisexual. I would break up with a guy and then I'd be dating a girl. And moving to Taiwan, I'm almost exclusively gay because Taiwanese girls are very much like, but what does it mean that you're gay? You were dating a guy before, and I have to play 20 questions every single thing that comes up, and it feels very bizarre. Like we're hanging out and we enjoy each other's company. Why do I have to prove to you that I'm not dating you for some ulterior motive and I'm secretly going to be fucking guys on the side?
There's a lot of segregation. Me as a non-binary person, if I go to a gay party, I still feel safe. I don't feel like it's my place. It's for cis gay men.
And do you feel like comfortable walking around in your bondage in Taipei?
I feel free to walk like this in the parade, but definitely not on the street in the normal days.
Yeah.